Hello, my name is Earl Lucas. I am the design manager responsible for the exterior styling of the 2010 Ford Taurus. What I like to do now is actually go through the car and explain some of the design details that we've done on this particular model, which happens to be our SHO. Let's start at the front, and I'm going to talk about how the lower grille and the upper grille have some type of relationship. They have a relationship that, the upper grille is the more dominant element, but the lower grille complements that, and not only in terms of size, but also in terms of shape. But a lot of the theme lines, a lot of the bone line actually start from the lower grille and they transfer throughout the body side. Also, we should point out that we have an auxiliary lamp that is more LED based. It's an LED based lamp that essentially gives the car a unique signature at night. But before we move around to the side, it is important to note that we do have a new 3-bar grille, a new definition of Ford, if you will, that is present on the Taurus. Also, there is a very strong power dome on the hood that evokes that there is a beast that lives within. Remember, this is our Taurus SHO. This is the model that has 365 horses and it also has 350 pounds of torque. So this is a very, very powerful car, and some of the design language on the hood reflects that power. If we go through the side, some of the lines that were in the front transfer down the body, but what's important to note is that there is a theme line that starts at the headlamp, transfers to the shoulder of the car, and actually sets up the shape in the tail lamp, and we'll get there in just a minute. But it's also important to note that we have real two to three strong horizontal lines that actually helps proportion the car and make the car look a lot more athletic, makes it look really, really fashionable. But as you transfer down the body of the car, I should point out too that we do have 20-inch wheels on this particular model that is painted in luster nickel. That gives the car, of course, a much more sportier feel, and also, it's just appropriate for a performance sedan. If we go to the tail of the car, you will note that the tail lamp is at the outermost edge of the product, but in this case, we've trimmed the particular detail with chrome, and we believe that adds a bit of sophistication and also makes the car, just a little bit more jewelry on the product, and actually, I think even helps the contrast between paint and lamp. And last but not least, one of the more significant design elements on the car, you have the spoiler, but even more than that, you have the chrome applique on the back that really kind of centers that really kind of takes in all the lines that has transferred from front to side to rear. And now what we have is the Ford oval right in the center.
Hi, I'm Lon Zaback. I am the interior design manager for the new 2010 Ford Taurus, and my responsibility was to design the interior of this vehicle. And the first thing you notice when you get inside the new Taurus is the sculptural aspect of the interior. And the console flows very nicely into the instrument panel, and then that flows nicely into the doors, so that the interior is designed holistically, so that it is not just an assembly of parts, but flowing surfaces that all relate to one another. And one of the things we do in here that's really unique is we lay back the center stack at a 38-degree angle, which is further than we've laid back anything before, and that gives us the opportunity to create a very graceful, undulating S-curve that runs from the console all the way up into the instrument panel, and then it even appears to lunge forward into the hood. In addition, the console is higher, and it creates the effect overall creates a cockpit-like feeling inside the interior and a very sporting personality. One of the things that is unique about the SHO, their SHO interior, is the Miko suede that we use on the seats. The Miko suede is a microfiber type material, but in addition to it having a really nice feel and gripping you in the seats, it's also 100% recycled material. It's made from bottle caps, so it's very environmentally friendly as well. Okay, so one of the really cool things we do, and one of the really neat features about the 2010 Taurus, is that we use spray polyurethane to do our door skins and also our instrument panel skins. And one of the neat things is that we created a handcrafted look that gives you the sense of individual pieces of leather stitched together by using the spray polyurethane. Essentially, this is a liquid material that's sprayed into the tool, and the pattern that you see here was originally an actual leather wrap part. So we've created a leather wrap model for each door in the Taurus, and then that leather surface is cast and eventually makes its way into the tool. And then when we spray the material into the tool, it fills every crevice. So what you get is not just the stitch, but you get the detail of the needle pulling down the leather, and the depth of the hole, and the roping texture of the thread, and the cross stitching between the leather, and even the stretch marks where the leather has gone around the edge of the door. And it creates a look of handcrafted appearance because it is a replication of an actual handcrafted part. It's very convincing, and it offers us an appearance that you could only get in a vehicle that costs 4 times what the Taurus costs. And it's that sense of hand craftsmanship that adds to the warmth and the uniqueness of the Taurus interior, and it's that kind of detail that we've baked into every part in this vehicle. So you get the primary read of the sculptural surfaces, but beyond that, you get a lot of secondary reads, so there's always new surprise and delights that the customer gets, even after owning the vehicle for a period of time. So there's a lot of benefits to the material choices we've made for the interior, and overall, it gives the vehicle a lot of style, a lot of elegance, and a lot of sense of luxury as well at a really nice price point.